Hey everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing, the home of the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. This is our Prop Up & Co. Sunday Championship. I'm going to be joined by Paul for this one. Are you there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm here, Mark. Hello, everyone.
Paul's there. Great. So, this is round 5 of our Sunday Championship. We are, of course, with the Pro-Am 2 guys. And I'm just trying to work it out in old money what league that would have been. It's about League 4, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Me and Paul were just talking off air. We would dearly love to go back to it being League of Champions and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so on, because it's so much easier. But here we are, Pro-Am 2, round 5, and we've come all the way over to sunny, well, I was going to say sunny Japan, but it doesn't look so sunny out there, does it, Paul? It looks very dark.
It's a bit ominous out there, isn't it? I'm not sure what's going to be coming in, but...
Yeah. Well, I did check the weather radar earlier because, you know, these guys have a special weather radar, and it is forecast for a bit of rain later on in the day, so that could affect race 2. We will see. Hopefully we don't get any wet stuff for this race. It'd be nice to have a dry race, but the rain is definitely on its way. But we'll worry about that if and when it comes. So, yeah, we're over in Japan. We are at the world-famous Suzuka track. We've got 3.6 miles and 18 turns ahead of these guys, so we are going to be in for a treat. 13 laps, and all the guys are in the McLaren. So, yeah, we'll just crack on with this one. We'll have a look down the grid. Now, I was going to bring you the league table, but what I've decided to do, because I'm not very organised today, as usual, but what I've decided to do is this is round 5. Next week, this is the last of the sprint races. Next week is going to be the start of the endurance race, which indicates halfway through the season. So I think next week will be a good time to go through the league tables, and we can have a look at that. So I hope that's okay with everybody. It's just my lack of organisation today, which has stopped that. But then again, it makes it more exciting for next week. So should we get on with this one, Paul, for race 1?
I think so, Mark. Let's do this.
Let's have a look and see where everybody is on the grid then. So as we can see, Seamus Cash is on pole position. Now then, he got a qualifying lap of just over 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes 0.7. And just behind him, Muhammad Ali, he was about 1/10 off. He got just over 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes 0.8. So a tenth separating the top two. Then in third, we've got Aussie Rooster. Fourth is Koi Carp. Keyboard Captain is 5th on the grid. Mystic Clegg is 6th. Nordy is 7 and Pete is 8. Now the other thing is that's quite significant here is apparently it was only 1 second that separated these top 8 guys, so this should be a fantastic race. Sideways George is 9th, Mini is 10th, Stealth is 11th, and Vane bringing up the rear is 12th. So yeah, looking forward to this one, Paul.
Yeah, this if it's only a second between the top 8, I mean, what's it going to happen? What's it going to be like in race? Proper race.
It is going to be a tough one, isn't it? So we'll get them lights out now. Everybody, of course, is going to be on the soft tyres for race 1, unless, like I said earlier, we get a bit of the wet stuff falling. Then they're going to come in and get some wet tyres on. But for now, it is dry tyres. It is the racing slicks, and everybody away. It looks like I'm going to go at the back, and I like doing this from now. Oh, what's happened to Stealth? He didn't quite get off the line, did he? Look at the gap already. But catching up, oh, there we go. This is what we can see ahead of us as everybody gets around it. I think it was Keyboard Captain went a little bit deep into turn 1, a tricky old turn. Into the S's we go as everybody just forms a nice little train there. And Keyboard Captain, yeah, really is deciding to kick up a bit of dirt, isn't he, throughout these early stages. So a nice train we've got going now as we come into Dunlop Curb. We will, of course, do an onboard lap with somebody. Paul, what do you make of this track? It's a tough race, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it's a real toughie. Just going back to Stealth just quickly, I did notice he had some damage at the front of his car. So it must have happened early on and someone's gone deep there. But yeah, going back to the track, it does kick up some dramas, let's put it that way.
I don't think any of the turns are easy ones to make, as we've seen Mini and Stealth already looking to have a bit of a fight there at the back of the pack. So it is Vane that's made the most places so far. Vane has moved up into 8th. He started at the back of the pack, didn't he? Was it 12th? I forgot how many we've got on the grid. Yeah, it was 12. So starting 12th and has already made up 4 places up into 8. So a good start for Vane. But as you say, there may have been a bit of an incident at the back which has slowed Stealth and Mini down. Not quite sure what, and apologies we've missed that. But let's just pop up to the top and see what's happening at the front then. Seamus Cash is not showing any mercy at all, is he? He's just going for it and already opened up a little bit of a gap there back to Grahamid as they get into the chicane for the first time and nearing completion of lap 1 already. Oh,
yeah, that's gone pretty quick actually. Yeah, it's quick. There you go. That's 2 minutes for you, I guess. So there you go.
It has gone quick, hasn't it? It looked like there were a couple of cars trying to get inside each other then. As Mystic Clegg and Aussie Rooster all thought they were going to go side by side into turn 1. I really struggle with this turn, Paul. I think if I did it 5 times, I'd do it 5 times differently. It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's all about where you're braking, so you get the braking zone right, you'll be okay, but yeah, you leave it a split second too late and yeah, you'll be running it wide. There's a horrible corner.
I have actually followed your guide, which I've got to say is a fantastic guide around this track, and it's really helped me, especially through the S's, because you don't brake, do you, through the S's?
No, all you do is just let it flow around, just a slightly on the left as we see Nordy go off.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you there, Paul. It was Nordy. We were just talking about the S's as we go through turn 2. Now, I think he just got a little bit unsettled there at turn 2, but managed to recover.
I think it's here, actually.
American James says, evening, guys. Look forward to the commentary from Seamus. Evening. Good to have you with us. Oh, there we go.
There we go. The exit of the S's, actually.
It was just on the entry into Dunlop, wasn't it? You just get onto that grass, and that's what happens. It pulls you straight across the track. So that's poor old Nordy. Bit of kitty litter onto the tyres, but he'll shake that off. But down into 12th and a bit of a gap now. So unlucky for Nordy. Lucky for us, we did manage to catch it. Seamus Cash. Sorry, go on. Go.
The thing is with that crash is that it's unusual you're getting the inside of the curb on that particular corner. It's normally on the outside where if you run it wide, you run it out wide. So normally it's not the inside that you get there, but yeah, it was a little bit unlucky there.
Yeah, that's right. You do drift out onto the grass, don't you, on the right-hand side. Maybe he was just trying to take a tighter line through there.
To avoid doing that, yeah, possibly. Yeah.
That's the result of it. But Seamus Cash, look at the gap he's opening up now back to Grahamid. Grahamid has got a mirror full of Mystic Clegg. Mystic Clegg really putting the pressure on, and there's a good old battle taking place just behind, as well as Koi Carp and Aussie Rooster go side by side as we climb the hill towards 130R. And it is Koi Carp who just gets his nose in front. Are they going to dab the brakes, or are they just going to go straight through? Well, a little lift there, and I don't blame them, to be honest, as we head into the Casio Triangle. You've got a lift there, haven't you, at 130R?
Well, I wouldn't want to be going through there side by side, let's put it that way. That's for sure.
Bumper to bumper, as those guys were. Look at Vane. Vane is up to 6. He's having a fantastic few opening laps, isn't he? Come on, Vane. Let's get you up on a podium. This is what we're looking for. So as they go down towards turn 1, then for the 3rd time, Vane sitting in 6. He's got Aussie Rooster and Koi Carp just ahead of him. Then as we just drop back a little bit, we've got Keyboard Captain in 7th. He's being harassed by Pete, and Pete just not giving him any room. Let's jump on board with Pete, shall we, as we go through those S's that we were talking about earlier, that you just sort of drop it down a gear, don't you, and lift rather than dab the brakes.
Yeah, that particular one, that little right-hander going around that last right-hander there was probably the only time where I'll probably dab the brake. But the first sort of 3, sort of the left, the right, the left, first 3 corners, no, you just go through there, just a little lift.
Yeah, as I say, I have watched your track guide a few times, and it's certainly helped me. It helped me last night get through those S's, so I appreciate it. And if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, head over to Paul's channel, and he does do some fantastic track guides for well, most of the tracks actually that we use in the Ultimate Racing League. So yeah, get over there. If you're not too sure on a track, get over there, check out Paul's channel, and he'll guide you through some. So we'll leave Pete alone. We'll jump out of there for now and just see what's happening elsewhere. Mini just behind him in P9. That's a fantastic looking livery, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good one, that.
The guys have really done well with the liveries this season, and Mini sitting there in 9th. He's got Sideways George not that far behind him. I think Sideways is in the What's It, isn't it?
He is, yeah.
Yes, he is.
The crisp cart, yeah.
That's it. Sideways is in P10 at the minute, with Stealth in 11th, and poor old Nordy, after that spill he had, still trying to play catch up down in 12th, back up to the top.
You get your wheel on there. Oof.
Oh, he survived. It's all right. He survived it. Seamus Cash then across the start-finish line, heading down towards turn 1. And a nice little gap for Seamus Cash back to Grahamad Ali. Grahamad Ali still fighting with Mystic Clegg. Now then, the thing with these S's and this part of the track is there is very little opportunity to overtake. So you've just got to sort of stick with the guy in front, get as close as you can. I think the next real opportunity is the hairpin, would you think, Paul? And then just after Spoon on the back straight.
Yeah, it's all pretty much one line through here. But yeah, I think probably the hairpin, if you can get yourself up the side of the car, then yeah.
And you can see how tight the track really is. This is going to be a lot of fun if the rain does come later on. Grahamad Ali just tried to shake off Mystic Clegg. Well, he's opened up, 3-4 car length gap between himself and Mystic Clegg, but Mystic Clegg has got the hammer down again and is trying to catch up to the back of Grahamad. So nice little battle brewing there for the second step of the podium, although it is very early days, but Coy Carper's joining in as well. So then we've got quite a gaggle of cars, haven't we, coming through? So those podium places are not set yet.
No, it's Vane's just dropped back one spot, but yeah, this is all. The trouble is that they're letting Seamus get away there, and I think Grahamad probably knows that, which is why he's trying to just pull away from Mystic Clegg. But yeah, it's all still close. Yeah,
they don't want to let Oh, now then, I just saw somebody flying across the camera then. Who was it?
And I just see a load of dust. That's all
it
I
wasn't.
see.
I just saw the dust as well. Well, do you know what? We're going to go back anyway. Let's go back.
Someone definitely went off there, Mark.
We'll go back a little bit. Yeah, it was the cameraman nearly got taken out, didn't he? It wasn't at the hairpin. Now, if we have a look, we've got Stealth behind us. I don't think it was Nordy. It was. He's too far back, I think, for it to be Nordy.
I think it was Spoon Curve, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. We're just coming up to it now. Oh, now then, look, you can see.
Then. He's gone straight across, hasn't he? Oh my God! Oh.
Who is it? And he also saying, "Evening, Ozzy." Who was it?
Over there. He just gone past him. Peter, I think. I think it was Peter.
Was it?
He's dropped. Where is he? Oh, something's happened. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. We've lost him.
I wonder if that was a disconnect.
That was a disconnect.
He's probably gone straight across then.
That was a disconnect, because that's not like Pete to go flying across there like that. Well, it certainly scared the cameraman, didn't it? Woke him up. That's a disconnect, isn't it, for Pete? That's so unlucky. But it does happen, and let's have a look. So we are now down to 11. So Nordy gained a place, not how we would have liked to, but Nordy now up to 11. So let's start again, back up at the top. And Seamus out in front, looking good at the minute is Seamus. Fastest man on the track though is Keyboard Captain down in P6. He's on a 2:01.5, so 1.5 seconds off of the qualifying pace at the minute is Seamus, but you can see there he's just had a good purple sector, so just keep your eye on that one. That fastest lap will drop. Ozzy saying he's did a bit of fuel saving too early, which is probably would explain why he's dropping down a little bit, but still there in 5th at the minute.
Well, I was going to mention about the fuel, whether they would get to that point where they would have to, because I knew it was pretty close in our cars when we were in the league I was racing in, but weren't sure about in there. But yeah, I think it was going to be quite close on the fuel, so they might have to be aware of that.
See, I'm racing in the GR4s, and the fuel is not an issue at all. We got loads of fuel left. It's just not an issue. Obviously, the GR3 cars like to drink it a little bit more. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. I mean, Ozzy's saying that he's had to do a little bit of fuel saving. Was that somebody else? It's Mystic Clegg. Well, Do you know what? This track is it's exciting for the crowd, but it is certainly hair-raising for the drivers, isn't it? And poor old Mystic Clegg sitting there in third, giving Grahamid all sorts of problems.
Gonna get on the grass.
There we go.
That's the turf.
Oh, I thought he caught it. That was so unlucky for Mystic Clegg. You're right, Paul. It's this AstroTurf, isn't it? And
stuff.
he's trying to get back on track safely. He's doing the right thing there. That's good, sensible driving there from Mystic Clegg. It's dropped him all the way back down to 10th, but rather than just come ploughing straight back onto the track ahead of all the traffic that was following up, he took his time and rejoined safely. You can see him weaving there, just trying to get the gravel off of those tyres and get them cleaned up. But what a shame, from 3rd to 10th. Well, there you go, one corner and your race is over, isn't it?
Well, he was battling. He was battling with Grahamid. He was getting closer to Grahamid, actually, as you say, in 3rd place, battling for that 2nd place. And now he's right in the middle of a load of cars in a big battle at the back there. But
it's how it goes. I'm sure he'll enjoy the fight nevertheless. So Grahamid now, well, he's got himself a little bit of breathing space for the time being, so he can concentrate on trying to catch back up to Seamus Cash, who's out in front and long gone up the road as we come up towards the Dunlop curve for the 6th time. Koi Carp in 3rd. He's having a good opening few laps to this race. He has got Aussie chasing him down, so let's have a look. Is Aussie still short shifting or fuel saving? I don't think he is now. So Aussie Rooster is back on it and giving Koi Carp all sorts of things to think about as they go through Degner Curve at turn 8. Then into turn 9, two very tricky right-handers before heading up towards the hairpin, where you're going to get hard on those brakes to get this car to turn in. Down through the gears, into first, just to get the nose in, and then back out again. Keyboard Captain sitting in 5th. Vane is in 6th. Good start to the race for him. Sideways in 7th, just keeping ahead of this little group behind, and Stealth is heading it up. Mystic Clegg in there as well with Mini in the background, and look at this, Stealth coming under all sorts of pressure from Mystic Clegg as they go through Spoon. It is all about the exit on this turn, Paul.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be a little bit more cautious, isn't he, Mystic Clegg, this time round? But yeah, it looks like he's going to get a run maybe on Stealth along the back straight here, up towards the 130R. Looks like he's got it.
He's got his nose in front, I think, and yeah, I think he just Stealth had to give that place back. Oh, Mini, that's a look at attacking up the inside. Wow.
I think Stealth just got his back wheel on that, what I see before. Oh, he was lucky to keep that on the track as well.
Watch his rear right.
Watch his rear right.
Yeah. Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
But ran him wide.
That was a good move there from Mini. He saw the danger, didn't he? And just stuck to his racing line. So Mini now up to 9th, Stealth in 10th, and like you say, Paul, he was very lucky to still be in 10th position after that, getting the wheels on the grass like that. So we go across the line then to start lap 7. Nordy down in 11th. Now he's catching up, is Nordy. I think he's definitely gaining on the cars in front of him.
You look at back when we was at Daytona, where he had a really good race. He was out. He was really doing well, getting himself through the pack. So we know he can do it. But obviously it's a completely different racetrack here. Of course,
well, he's got the pace, hasn't he? I mean, Grahamid's got the fastest lap, as you can see, a 2:01.3. Nordy, his fastest lap, his last lap was a 2:02.2. So he's only about a second off of the fastest lap at the minute. So he's definitely got the pace, hasn't he, to catch up. Now let's have a look and see if we can find where people are battling away. Let's go to where Aussie Rooster is, somewhere in the middle there at the minute. He's up to P4. Koi Carp in just ahead of him in P3. Let's have a look at the fuel. Just over half a tank of fuel, and we are just over halfway.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Fuel should be okay, won't they?
Should be.
Keyboard Captain in 5th. Not really seen a lot of Keyboard Captain, have we, in this race? He's just getting on with his business, isn't he? Keyboard Captain sitting there in 5th at the minute. I think he's just eyeing Aussie Rooster up.
All you need to do sometimes is just keep yourself out of trouble, and then just hope that the people ahead of you make a few mistakes.
Yeah, Well, what we're going to do, because we're on lap 7 and there's no massive battles taking place, we're going to jump on board with Seamus Cash and we're going to do a lap like we like to do. So we'll see it from his point of view. So we go across the start finish then, down this front straight then, 0.75 of a mile before hitting turn 1, which is just called first curve. Japanese not really known for their innovation of naming corners. So round first curve then into turn 2, and then we head into the S's, excuse me, at turns 3, 4, 5 and 6. As you can see, the car being thrown left and right.
Doing exactly as we said, just a little lift round now, all the way through. I was just watching his gear in there and it just stayed in third all the way around. Not
dabbing the brakes. As we go around Dunlop curve, head down a slight hill now towards Degner curve at turn 8, then into turn 9, a sharp right-hander. We go under the underpass, the cars will be going across the top of that soon, and then we head towards the hairpin through turn 10, and then hard on the brakes to get the car to turn into this hairpin, then back on the power as early as you can. Then we head on through turn 12. This is 200R. Named because it is a 200 meter radius curve. Like I said, not very innovative with their naming of corners. And then we come into turn 13 and 14, which is known as Spoon Curve, probably because of the shape of it, I would imagine.
I hope so, unless something else happened at that corner. But yeah.
So then we come on to the back stretch. It is a slight climb up the hill, which then takes us towards 130R, this very quick left-hander. A little lift off the throttle just as we turn the car in, and then we come up to Casio Triangle and the chicane at turn 16, 17, and then 18 is the final turn before getting back onto the start-finish straight. So that was a lap with Seamus Cash. Is it going to be the fastest lap? Yes, it is. So we helped him along with that, didn't we?
He lost a lot of time there actually in that last through that chicane at the end. He was almost half a second up, and he only sort of took 1.5 tenths in the end. But he was nearly half a second up at one point.
Well, I'm sure he'll take the extra point if it comes along. It's a 201.1 for Seamus Cash. So let's just drop down the league and see what's happening. Down the grid and see what's happening. Hamid still sitting there in P2, and looking comfortable at the minute. It's he's got Koi Karp chasing him, but Koi Karp has got to keep his eye on the mirror. He's got some defending to do as Aussie Rooster starts to put the pressure on him. Keyboard Captain is in there as well, just hovering around behind Aussie and Koi, waiting for those two to have a bit of a coming together. Nowhere for him to get by at the minute as he chases them around Dunlop down towards turn 8 at Degner for the 9th time, and Keyboard just sitting there behind Aussie Rooster at the minute, just picking up what little slipstream there is. But a great little battle developing here between these three. Any one of these three can get themselves on the podium, I think, before the end of this race, Paul. We're only on lap 9.
Yeah, and Keyboard looks like he's the favourite for me. I mean, he's got them in front of him. You can see that podium ahead of him as well, and he looks pretty comfortable there. I think he's got a little bit more pace as well. It looks like it.
Let's have a look. His last lap was a 2:01. Aussie, well, almost identical. Look, 2:01.3, 2:01.2, so nothing really, can just about get a piece of paper between them. It is all about the exit though of Spoon Curve as we start on up the hill towards 130R. Now then, is any of them going to have a look? Is Aussie Rooster going to have a look at Koi Karp? Koi Karp goes defensive, tries to get that McLaren in the middle of the track and make it as wide as he possibly can. Look at this. Oh, Aussie's gone wide. Back on though, he's recovered very, very quickly, but has he got dirty tyres? Well, he's got to take it easy, hasn't he? Keyboard Captain is pushing around the final turn across the start finish line to start lap 10. Well, we'll leave these three to battle it out for a minute. Mystic Clegg has managed to claw his way back up to P6, but he's all on his lonesome really, isn't he? He can see the cars ahead of him, but he can't quite get close enough. Vane in, oh, now then Vane and Sideways George side by side into turn 1. Vane just gets the job done. Vane just sneaks ahead of Sideways George. That was a brave effort, that was. Nordy, look at Nordy.
I don't like seeing cars going down there to the side. Look at Nordy, up to, what is he, 9th now? Wow.
That is a pretty good recovery, actually, for Nordy, considering he was, well, he was a long way off the back of the pack, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But Nordy sitting in 9th. We've got Stealth in 10th. So we've got a little group of 3 a bit further up the road. And then we've got this group of 4 battling away here. What, for P7, is it? And Stealth, that looked like a good exit out of Dunlop. And, yeah, Stealth is going to have a look at Nordy as they head towards the hairpin. It is side by side.
The outside though, isn't he? Unless you can do the switchback, he's on the outside.
Well,
go around the outside.
Oh, that's a long way to go around for Stealth there. It was a brave effort, but it was a long way to go, and has to slot in behind Nordy again. Oh, now then, why we got a yellow flag? Why? What's has happened? I can't see. Was it? Do you think Mystic? We will go back and see if we can see anything. Now, I'm not sure if Mystic Clegg got the yellow flag waved at him or he was the cause of it. No, there we have.
Ahead. Who was it? Oh, who's that?
It wasn't Aussie, was it?
It's Keyboard, I think. I think it was Keyboard Captain.
Let's just have a look. Let's have a look. We will find it. We will try. Yeah, it was. You're right. Again, it's the AstroTurf. The AstroTurf caught him out. Now then, he gets back on track pretty quickly, actually. So I think he was 5th, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had that gap, didn't he? I think he had quite a big gap between himself and Mystic Clegg, fortunately for him. But yeah, did well there.
Very fortunate for Keyboard there. Didn't lose a place. He's allowed Mystic Clegg to get a little bit closer to him, but managed to hold on to P5. But that sort of put paid to any thoughts of getting himself on the podium. What a shame for Keyboard. Aussie Rooster, in the other hand, I bet he'll be relieved to see Keyboard spin out there. That's took the pressure off him a little bit. He can now concentrate on catching up to the back of Koi Car and putting him under a bit of pressure. The front 2, let's have a look. Well, Seamus has he's gone. He's just loving it out there now, isn't he?
Easy at the moment for Seamus. He's led from the right from the start, really, hasn't he? And he's not looked back at the moment.
He's got his Barry Manilow CD playing on the CD player. He's got his arm out the window. He's loving it. Grahamid Ali in 2nd. Having a good race is Grahamid Ali. He's really found some pace of late as Grahamid Ali. He certainly is a very quick guy these days. And it's showing now. He's mistreating that McLaren a little bit by thumping over those curbs, isn't he? But he's still holding on to P2. Now then, Koi Carp, do you think he's catching up?
It looks like it. I mean, I've got to say, Grahamid is probably my most improved driver, I think, that I've seen over the course of the last couple of series that we've run. But yeah, I think Koi Carp might be catching him a little bit, but then Aussie's not that far off him either. So still all to play for up there.
He just needs to be careful, doesn't he, Koi Carp? He's concentrating on the back of Grahamid. Let's have a look at the times. Grahamid then, his last lap was a 2:01.7. Koi Carp was a 2:02. So maybe not then. Maybe Grahamid is just inching away. I think he's going to stay with 2nd. He's not going to catch Seamus now unless Seamus makes an almighty mistake. Let's just go down the order then. Aussie in 4th at the minute, behind Koi Carp. Then we've got Keyboard Captain still holding on to 5th after that big old spin just before we got into Spoon Curve. Mystic Clegg in 6th. You've got to say it's a decent recovery for Mystic Clegg, considering he went down to about 11th or 12th, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah, it seems to be seems to have had, well, I say everyone, most of them have had some sort of little moment somewhere, but yeah, they've recovered well.
Got Vane in 7th. He's got Nordy chasing him down. It's the cameraman. There we go. Somebody woke him up, give him a nudge. So Vane in 7th. Started at the back of the grid. So good race for Vane. Nordy, he's again another one having a good recovery. Now then, is he going to have a look at attacking Vane before they get to turn 1? I don't think he's quite close enough. No, he's not. He's just going to sit in behind him with Sideways George just behind him in 9th, and then Stealth in 10th. So Vane just leading this little group of 4 around turns 2, 3, 4 and 5. as Stealth kicks up just a little bit of dust as he tries to cut the corner just a little bit. So great little battle developing here. We are on lap 12, so only one more to go after this, and a lot of points up for grabs.
I think this is where it's going to be, Mark. I mean,
yeah,
you've got one, as you say, we've got a lap and a half left, and these 4 guys are the ones where it looks like something's going to be taking place, where we're going to see some positions changed.
Well, we have lost 2. We've lost 2 guys. I think Mini has gone, and Pete had a disconnect, and unfortunately we didn't see what happened to Mini, but
maybe there's some technical issue or something somewhere.
Yeah, there's definitely something, isn't there? Like I say, poor old Pete was definitely a disconnect. He went flying into the gravel, scared everybody, and it may be the case for Mini as well. We missed what happened to him. So 2 down. Back up to the top then, let's have a look as Seamus Cash comes into the chicane then for the 12th time, so only one more lap to go after this. God, that cameraman is useless there, isn't he? He's just...
in the wrong place, isn't he? They need to move him, I think.
Is there even a cameraman? Have they just locked the camera off? But anyway, Seamus Cash goes across the start-finish line to start the final lap all on his lonesome as he hits turn 1. He's just got to keep it on the tarmac. Just nurse that car around these turns. There's no great rush now. It's in the bag for him. Muhammad Ali in second. Likewise for... You do not want to push it too much there, Grahamid. I don't think you're close enough to Seamus Cash, but you are definitely close enough to Koikop to lose that P2, so just be careful.
A great bit of drifting, man. I've not seen anyone drift around that turn 2 before.
I bet he didn't enjoy it. Koikop in third with Aussie Rooster in fourth. Just to let everybody know, if you do stick with us, we are just going to go straight into race 2 after this one, so we won't be disconnecting or anything like that. You will have a couple of minutes while we just sort the races out to go and get yourself a drink and your favourite snacks or whatever it is you like to do while you're watching these races, but we will be bringing you race 2 straight after this this race. As we just go down, so Aussie's still in 4th, Keyboard Captain is in 5th, Mystic Clegg in 6th. Then we've got quite a gap then back to this little group of cars. We've got Vane in 7th, Nordy still stuck to his bumper, and Sideways George likewise to Nordy. Nordy is in quite a sandwich there, isn't he? If we look behind, you can see Sideways George looking for a way to get past, but Nordy is trying to look for a way to get by Vane. Is he going to have a look at the inside? No, Vane says you're not having it there, my son. And slams the door. Oh, Vane has gone off. Oh, wonder what's happened. We are definitely going to go back at that. It all suddenly kicked off, didn't it? In fact, we'll go on board with Sideways because we get a better view. What do you make of this, Paul?
I think Nordy got put off by Vane going off out wide, and then he made a little mistake, and I think Sideways tried to capitalise, and yeah, I don't know after that. Yeah, they both took the wide line, and
what a shame for Vane. What a shame for Vane. A big 360 for him. Now, Nordy seemed to come off best out of that. Oh, you know what? We need to go back up because I knew that was going to happen.
I didn't realise either. So
yeah,
it was so far ahead. I forgot about him.
We were watching. Yeah, we thought he'd already finished, and he was back in there making the sandwiches. But Seamus Cash through the chicane then for the final time. He's a perfect race for him. As he comes around the final turn, do we get a flash of the lights as a celebration? Oh no, we get a good old wiggle of the car instead. Well done to Seamus Cash, a good result for him. Grahamid will cross the line in second, well done, and Koikart makes up the podium trio. Then we've got Aussie Rooster in 4th, very closely followed by Keyboard Captain in 5th, Mystic Clegg across the line in 6th, Nordy, it's all kicking off on the very last lap, isn't it? As we get to
the chicane. Was there a touch, or was it? Yeah, I think there might be.
Now and then, I think there were. I think there was a little bit of a love kiss there. I think between the two of them.
I think he did acknowledge it. Actually, I'm pretty sure there was a little tap on the back here, right in the braking.
Oh yeah, very late braking there, wasn't it? Slams him into the car park. As Stealth says, well, thank you very much, I'll have a bit of that. So Stealth goes through. Stealth goes through to finish in 7th. Vane is in 8th, and then it's Nordy and Sideways trying to sort themselves out. Nordy is coming around the final turn to take 9, so Sideways did pull over. Just a bit of excitement towards the end of the race.
Well, that last lap was probably the most exciting out of a lot, wasn't it?
It's a great race towards the end. So we're going to come out of this one. You have got time to go and get yourselves a drink, etc., while I set up the next one, or try and find it. We'll see how organised I am now. So there we go, race 2. Thank you to Grahamid for sharing these races as well. Really do appreciate that. And we're just going to wait for this one to load, and we're going to get straight into it with race 2. What do you make of that then, Paul? Good racing?
That was very good racing, actually, and oh dear, I've just noticed what's happened. So yeah, going back to race 1, I think this race is probably going to be a lot different, but yeah, race 1 was a real good race, but all sorts of things. As I said, it does throw up a lot of drama around this track, so it does actually surprise me that we had as many incidents as we did, or dramas as we did.
Do you know what, mate? I think we're going to have even more incidents. Look at it. It is. It is.
You can always rely on Suzuka to be wet at some point, can't you?
It's what's the cats and dogs or something like that, isn't it? So
well, I think it's even more than that, to be fair. Yeah, I think it's.
For those new to the game, if you have a look at the bottom left, just next to the counter there, we can see you've got all the zeros at the minute, but just to the right of that is the wet meter, or wet bar, or whatever you want to call it. That indicates how wet the track is, or the section of track that you are on is. And you've got 2 little notches there. You can just about make them out. The first notch, anything below the first notch, you're okay with slick tyres. Above that line, you're looking at intermediates, and then above the second line, and you're looking at full wets. And this is, well, it's right on the second line,
isn't it?
It's right on the
interesting
board.
to see, won't it, who takes what here, whether the guys are just going to go with the full wets, or if there's going to be some people out there on the inters as well.
Well, I'm just going to very quickly scroll down, and it looks like everybody is
I don't blame
on
them,
the foot. No, I absolutely don't blame them. In fact, you need a paddle as well. It looks that wet. But we will get straight into it. So it is a reverse grid. So let's have a look, shall we, down the grid and see where everybody is. So in preparation for this one, Sideways George is on pole position. Nordy is 2nd. Vane is 3rd. Stealth is 4th on the grid, with Mystic Leg just behind him in 5th. Keyboard Captain is 6th. Aussie Rooster is 7th. Koi Carp 8th, Grahamid Ali is 9th, Seamus Cash, winner of race 1, is 10th, and for some reason, Pete disconnected, didn't he? But I'm glad they've got that sorted out, and Pete comes back and has to start at the back of the grid, so he's gone from bad to worse, isn't it? He not only disconnected, he's now got to start at the back in the rain.
The rain, yeah.
But then again,
I have noticed that Mini hasn't actually made it out for this second race either. So maybe if that was technical issues, he certainly hasn't. His car certainly hasn't made it out for this second race.
No, you're right, mate.
Unless he's the weather and thought, no, I ain't going out in that.
No, well, maybe I think that's probably the case. That's probably. I was saying earlier on a stream that it could be worse. They could be convertibles, and you do know that URL would make us race with the roof down in this weather, so it could be
special
worse.
Window wipers on your helmet. I mean, I think the special helmets have to come out for that one.
Let's move on quickly. Let's just get this race underway. Now I'm going to stay at the back with the drone cam, just because we want to follow everybody through the first turn. Oh, Grahamid! It looks like Grahamid had a bit of a false start then. Same as Aussie Rooster couldn't get going now. So I'm going to start. Look at Pete go.
Peter go. What's he got on?
Has he got some sort of nitrous on there or what? Oh, well, there you go. He's got to slow down at the end of it, Pete.
Wow,
I did want to. Wow! So what a start for Pete, and everybody has made it through turn 1 very safely. I do like this camera because we can actually see the whole track in front of us as people slip and slide their way around the S section of this track for the first time. The weather is awful, isn't it? But everybody just taking the time. It is, yeah, it's very nice out there at the minute, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say nice, but I mean, I'm looking at the way the cars are handling, and actually, I can't see much sliding at all. So, I mean, I know it's quite a stable car. It's quite wide, this car, so probably helps a little bit, but wow, yeah, what a start.
Yeah, that's what I say. Well, it's not everybody's behaving themselves. It's all very, there we go. As Pete just gives Mystic Clegg a little bit of a kiss again, but that's actually give Mystic Clegg a nudge, and he's decided to have a look at Stealth now. Stealth is going to have the inside line as they get towards the hairpin, but Mystic Clegg just pulls in behind him. Now then, traction control going to be working overtime as they try and get the power down out of that hairpin and make their way towards Spoon. Looks like a little bit of lag there kicking in.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Hopefully that will get itself sorted out as they go into Spoon then. Mystic Clegg in 6, just behind Stealth, and Pete
hang on,
some sort of turbo.
Yeah, up to 7th already, Peter, after, well, we haven't even completed lap 1 yet.
He's,
wow,
he's like I say, I don't know what he's got under the bonnet of that car, but we could certainly all do with a bit.
I think it's more what he's got on his tyres, to be fair, rather than what he's got on his bonnet. I mean, what has he got? Some kind of, I don't know.
I'm just having a look at it. Yeah, he's well, perhaps nobody's told him it's raining.
Well, yeah, perhaps you thought, now, what's all this wet stuff? What are you talking about, lads? This is easy.
No, nobody's told him. He's just cracking on with it as if it's a dry race. And fair play to him. So Pete up to 7th then. He's already battling away with Mystic Clegg, and he's got his nose in front as they go across the start-finish line. It is side by side, and they're both having a bit of a door-bashing session. Now then, who's got the biggest ones as they go into the braking zone at turn 1? And it looks like Pete's got the job done. Great stuff from Pete. He really wants to make up for the disaster he had in race 1 when he had that disconnect, and he's on a mission, isn't he? Up to 6 already, and trying to climb onto the back of Stealth now. If we go up to the top, this is better from Nordy. He's got himself out in front, and he intends to stay there, doesn't he? Let's have a look. Oh, it's not telling us who the fastest lap. Oh, everybody will have the fastest lap, won't they? It's lap 2. So Nordy out in front, sideways in P2 at the minute. Keyboard Captain in 3rd, but coming under a bit of pressure from Coy Carp as they come around Dunlop for the 2nd time. Down towards Degner at turn 8, and then into the right-hander at turn 9 before going under the bridge or the overpass or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, hang on, who's that on the background?
That was Pete, I think, going a little bit wide as he came out of turn 9, but back on the track very quickly as we're just following Keyboard and Coy Carp around the hairpin. Coy Carp taking a much tighter line, but car getting very squirrely on the exit there as he tried to get the power down, and Keyboard Captain's managed to hold on to that P3. As I say, Coy Carp in 4th. Then we've got Stealth in 5th. He's got a bit of a gap between himself and the car in front and behind, so he's got he can have a bit of a breather now, can Stealth. Mystic Clegg in 6th, and then Pete menacing around in 7th. We've got Vane in 8th. Seamus, race 1 winner, in 9th, with Aussie Rooster in 10th, and Grahamid down the back in 11th after that false start, so he got punished for that. Better stuff from Nordy, Paul.
Yeah, excellent stuff from Nordy. I mean, I was going to say we're 2 laps lighter this race than we were in race 1. But I'll tell you what, in these conditions, and you'll know as well, Mark, that it seems like the race is like 2 hours long when you've got to try and drive in these conditions. As we see Nordy going over the line here to start lap 3. But yeah, great start from him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When it's these kind of conditions, the concentration levels are so much higher, and the race does seem so much longer. But good stuff from Nordy. He's got himself a little bit of a gap back to Sideways George, so under no real pressure at the minute. Same with Sideways George. You can just concentrate on trying to keep that car pointing in the right direction. Keyboard Captain in 3rd. So these 3 looking good at the minute. Where is Coy? Well, Coy is there. Look, he's not that far away, is he, from Keyboard Captain?
Nice, close.
Stealth. This is better from Stealth.
Actually, going back to Sideways George. he does drifting for a bit of a hobby, doesn't he, in real life? I think so. He should.
Oh, does he?
He should be at home in these conditions.
And he's in the right country for drifting as well. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think he's got his own drift car. We did have.
I see. Well, there you go then. It's this suits him. So he's in second at the minute. So we'll keep an eye on him, challenging Nordy for the win. He's actually gone purple. And the gap is there between Nordy and Sideways, isn't it? But it's not massive at the minute. Keyboard Captain is giving... Let's jump on board with Keyboard, shall we? Just so we can see it from the driver's point of view. And look at that, the wipers doing overtime. Vision, not fantastic. If we look out the back, we can see Koi Kart bearing down on us. And the trouble with these sort of cars, the DR3s, when you start to apply the brakes, if you're a bit heavy-footed with the brake, the car just gets all out of shape very quickly, doesn't it?
That's it.
As we
and of
go,
course the opposite, you put the power down too quickly and yeah, the way you go.
The back end's going to come round. I mean, most of the guys will be using traction control, and who can blame them? As we come up towards 130R then, and yeah, it's a definite dab of the brakes this time, but again, you don't want to hit them brakes too hard. Up towards the 100 board, back on the brakes, down through the gears, get that car turned in. Now the curves are going to be extremely slippy, so you've really got to be careful as you go across those. And Koi Kart getting a little bit closer as Keyboard Captain gets the power down. He seems to be pulling away actually from Koi Kart as we go across the start finish line and head down towards turn 1. Keyboard Captain chasing Sideways George as they hit turn 1. Nice and steady does it. Koi Kart in 4th. He's coming under a fair amount of attention from Stealth at the minute. Now
I've
then,
been quite impressed with Koi Kart, to be fair, tonight in this race over here in Japan. He had a good race one, I felt, and it looks like he's going to have a good race two as well, although, like you say, Stealth is all over the back of him.
There's not a lot of room here though, so Stealth just has to be patient, and that, I think that's the problem as well. You do tend to start running out of patience, don't you? But there's no room to overtake it, especially in these conditions. You've just got to wait and bide your time. Now the other thing is as well, you can see all the marbles. That's a great shot there. You can see all the marbles on the left of the screen there. That really is where the guys need to be putting those cars, to try and pick up some extra rubber to get a bit of grip, because in these conditions, am I right in saying, Paul, there's no point staying on the racing line with wet tyres?
No, you've got to, yeah, as you say, you've got to try and grab as much as you possibly can where you can, and if it means going out wider to, as you say, pick up that bits of rubber, then yeah, you've got to try. Yeah,
it's no point staying on the racing line. You've got to go off of it to get the extra grip in these tyres, as Mystic Clegg and Pete still battling away. So Pete made his way through the grid, but got up to the back of Mystic Clegg, and that's where he seemed to have stayed for the last couple of laps. He just can't find a way through, can he? Vane sitting in 8th. I think he's had a pretty decent, well, I think he had a bit of a disaster towards the end of race 1, but up to that point he was doing okay, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had a good race 1, so it looks like he's another good race here. Something's happening ahead of them though. Peter was attacking Mystic Clegg, I think, or was it the other way round?
Well, Peter's got himself on this. Oh, look at a bit of
now come on, lads.
It was a bit touchy-feely, but how did they both get through there? How did they? Well, I've got to say that is fantastic racing between those two guys, because how they got themselves through that gap, I will never know. And they are still side by side as they go around the final turn. And now Vane has decided to join in. So if we can see the car, there they are. We're just trying to see it through all the mist. And Mystic Clegg in 6th, Pete in 7th, and Vane in 8th as they get down towards turn 1. It is just now who can get that car slowed down. And they're all around. So fantastic stuff from these guys as they get ever closer to Sideways George. Let's just go back up to the top and see what's happening with Nordy. Well, he's still out in front. He's still got a little bit of a gap, but can't relax as Keyboard Captain looked like he was getting a little bit slidey then as we going into Dunlop. But Keyboard Captain, this is better from him. He's holding on to P2 at the minute with Koi Kart in 3rd. So they're the 3 guys holding on to the podium spots at the minute. Sideways in 4th, but look, he's been caught by Stealth So this could turn into a nice little fight for sideways in 4th, stealth in 5th. Oh, miss! Where's he going? we said go off the racing line, but not quite that far. Into the hairpin they go. I think, you know what? I think Mystic Clegg
just made a little mistake there.
Yeah, he's up for this, isn't he? He's absolutely up for this, and he wants to get himself further up the grid. You can see it. He is pushing so hard as we come up towards Spoon. Now then, is he going to have a look at attacking Vane into Spoon, or is he going to be patient and just sit behind him, hope for a good exit out of Spoon so he can get the power down?
It's got to be your best bet to try and get it up along this straight here and try and get him at the top or at the chicane.
Well, there we go. He is tucked right underneath Vane now, and the slipstream, well, it's not great, but it is just starting to work. Vane just making that McLaren as fat and as wide as he possibly can as they hit 130R. And you know what, Mystic Clegg, he had to touch the brakes then, didn't he, before running into the back of Vane. So Vane defending really well, isn't he? He just parks that car in the middle of the track and makes it so difficult for you to get by. Oh, I thought Mystic Clegg was going a little bit too wide then, but held on to it through turn 18. Wow, great stuff in the weather. Is it raining? I don't think anybody's told these guys it's raining. They are really going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this thinking, my goodness, I don't know how they're doing it at the moment, because it looks like they're just going as if it was a normal dry day out there.
Well, so far, Paul, we're on lap 6, and I think we had more incidents in the dry than we have in the rain. So we were expecting there to be a car park somewhere or a scrapyard by this point, but no, it just shows how good these guys really are. Seamus Cash, he's still at the back. He just cannot find a way through. Race 1 winner, of course. Just, he just don't seem to be able to find his way through, can he? Maybe he doesn't like the rain. Not everybody does.
Well, that is thought, well, look, you know, I've got maximum points in race 1. You know what? I'll take the 11th place, and that'd be me. That'll
do. Yeah, and I don't blame him. I was just looking at Grahamid then, because he finished in second in race 1. He's still going for it, isn't he? Grahamid in P8, although Mystic Clegg is all over the back of him now. Mystic Clegg really does seem to be in amongst the battles, doesn't he, this weekend? Grahamid just holding on to P8 then as they come out the hairpin through 200R, heading towards Spoon then for the 6th time. It's a nice little group of cars here battling away. Aussie Rooster sitting in 10th, and Seamus Cash back there in 11th. So let's just go back up to Nordy and see how he's getting on. We tend to forget about the guy out in front because they usually open up too much of a gap. But Nordy's still out in front. He's had a good race, hasn't he, Paul? He's done everything right so far.
Yeah, we've said it several times, haven't we, on the comms tonight, that Nordy, we know he's quick. So we see a little bit of it in race 1, but out here tonight, I mean, perhaps he really does like these conditions, but he's looking good at the minute. He's
looking very comfortable. Same as Keyboard Captain, he's holding on to that second position at the minute as he goes across the start-finish line to start lap 7. So what's that, five laps to go. Keyboard Captain looking okay at the minute in P2. Koi Carp sitting there in 3rd, couple of car lengths gap for him back to Sideways George, and Sideways George just hanging in there. He's got stealth all over the back of him. So now we're into the S's, and as we've said many times today already, there is just no room to pass around here, so it is just a case of getting as close as you can to the car in front. Hope that he makes a mistake. I mean, that's usually the way that people pass around here, isn't it, Paul? They just wait for somebody to make a mistake.
Yeah, and it often happens. At the moment, these guys, as you say, at the moment, this is better than race 1 in terms of incident free. It's just bonkers that these are getting around 7 laps in, and we've had no real dramas anywhere.
It's all, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Did I speak too soon there? What happened?
Do you know what? I think that might have been a little bit of lag there. Let's just. Oh, he got onto the grass.
No, hang on.
He did get onto the grass there, but he's kept going. Let's just have a look. I think it might have been a little bit of lag. I'm not sure.
Not another disconnect, is it?
Oh, let's hope not.
Does he hit that curve?
Did he make a mistake? Well, it looks all steady so far.
Was it? I thought it was here.
Or,
it was.
you know what? I think that might have been a disconnect of some sort.
I think he just ran wide onto the inside grass.
I wouldn't have said that was normally the place you...
Watch him go on the inside.
Yeah. Ooh, what a shape.
But I don't know whether that was a disconnect or whether this... Yeah, I don't know, the steering's gone. Don't know. But going back on, so...
He's carrying on, which is good. Damage to the front, damage to the back. So Pete... all the way down to 11th. Not been a great weekend.
He had a great start, didn't he? Yeah, we had a great start in this race, and yeah, he looked like he was going to be right up there. But yeah, it's a shame, real shame for Peter.
One to forget, I think, for Peter. But one who won't be forgetting it in a hurry is Nordy out in front, and yeah, looking good. Just keep it. Oh, again, a bit of lag there, I think, kicking in. It looked like car was sliding. It probably was, but the lag didn't help. Keyboard captain then, Quay Carp, make up your podium at the minute. But look at this, sideways stealth have caught right up to the back of Quay Carp as they come out of Spoons then for the 7th time. It is sideways, really putting the pressure on Quay Carp. Now then, he's sideways going to have a look. He is, as Quay Carp goes defensive and takes the inside line. He's sideways going to get there first. He does. Can he keep it on the track though? Because he's drifted off across that AstroTurf, and that gives the place back to Quay Carp. I think sideways just couldn't get that car slowed down quick enough, could he? He got the move done very late, just as they hit 130R. But a great effort, and Quay Carp, I'm sure he's relieved to get himself back up into P3. But sideways, George, stealth and Vane all getting very close. Bit of a warning shot there for Quay Carp, I think.
Well, if you didn't know that sideways George was there for all that rain and mist, he certainly does now.
So yeah, like I say, it's just a little bit of a warning for Quay Carp to be on his guard as sideways creeps up to the back of him yet again. And stealth is there as well. So while these two are fighting, while Quay Carp is trying to defend his position, Stealth is creeping up to the back of sideways. Of course, there's going to be nowhere for Stealth to go, so he really has got to be patient. But look at Vane as well. Vane is not out of this little fight. He keeps getting up there. He's looking for a way past Stealth. Is he going to go the long way round? If he goes on the outside, he'll certainly have a bit more grip. And he is side by side as they come out of Dunlop. So down towards Degner then. This is going to be interesting. Too wide.
The outside, it's a good move.
Vane.
I think Stealth lifted a little bit there. He didn't want no part of that.
He didn't, did he? He's just backed out. He's having a look up the inside though as they go through turn 10 into the hairpin. And look at this. There's a whole clump of cars. As Vane holds on to P5, Stealth in 6th. Then we've got Muhammad Ali, Mystic Clegg, almost side by side with Aussie Rooster. Well, he's just sitting there along for the ride, isn't he? As we go around 200R then, it is Muhammad Ali just leading Mystic Clegg. Muhammad Ali, has he gone defensive? I think he has. He's sort of stuck himself on the inside there. Oh, get back on track. Wow, he is dicing with it there, wasn't he? Off over onto that AstroTurf.
Just got to try and roll it back on. There's no point in slamming on the power, not when you wheel out on that AstroTurf, because you'll be going round in a circle, so you've really got to be careful. Absolutely
right, Paul. You just lift off and like you say, just try and let the car roll itself back onto the track. But Muhammad Ali still holding on to 7th. It is Mystic Clegg that is now looking to take that position away from him, with Aussie Rooster as well coming in hot as they get into Casio. Wow, we are soon to cross the line to start lap 9. This seems a lot longer race than race 1, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, going back to my point, it does seem like a 2-hour race when you're out in these conditions at times.
So Seamus is in P10 and Pete in 11th. Nordy out in front with a nice little gap, as he's had for most of the race, to be fair. So he's in full control, really sort of dictated the pace of this race. Peter's the fastest man on track, who is, well, he's all the way at the back, isn't he? But Peter's got a 2:19.9. Where is it? Yeah, there he is. He's down in 11th. So lap 8, his last lap actually was his fastest lap. So Nordy just a little bit off that pace, but then again, he can just concentrate on staying facing forwards. He's in no rush at the minute. Keyboard Captain still sitting in second. Then a nice little gap then back to Koi Karp in third. He's managed to just give himself just a little bit of breathing space back to Sideways George, although he can't relax too much as we head up to the hairpin at turn 11. And Sideways George just having a bit of a cheeky look up the inside of Koi Karp there, but nothing really doing. I think it was more just to get himself in Koi Karp's mirrors. Vane is now up to P5. Great
that
stuff.
Koi Karp is in third place, but he's in a horrible position when you're seeing about the amount of headlights that close behind you. It's
How
horrible.
did he... oh, that's right, he was always... Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Paul. Yeah, go.
Yeah, no, it's just, I say, the front two have got a lovely little gap, but Koi Karp's doing a great job to keep these guys behind him, but knowing that all he can see is these headlights behind him, and he's got about 8 sets of them behind him in a really close, so doing a good job at the minute.
It's an extra lot of pressure you don't need, isn't it, as Vane goes a little bit deep on the exit of Spoon, and that's allowed Stealth to have a bit of a look up the inside. Now it is just a drag race up the hill, and I think Stealth had just about got his bumper in front of Vane. He will hit 130R first, but as we've seen many times, I thought Stealth had just took a little bit too much grass there, but a good move from Stealth as he gets into Casio ahead of Vane, so Vane has got it all to do again. But look at this clump of cars we've got. We have got Koi Karp's just got a bit of a gap, hasn't he? But we've got Sideways in fourth, we've got Stealth in fifth, then Vane, Grahamid, Aussie, Mystic Clegg. This is a fantastic battle. This is in race two.
You've got from third to ninth, all in one, almost in one camera shot there.
In these conditions.
Yeah.
This is fantastic stuff from these guys. This is the Pro Am 2 League. And they really are putting on a fantastic show for the crowd. Well, what little crowd there are. Most of them have gone home because it's raining too heavy. But those that did remember to bring their umbrellas and rain mats have stayed. And what a show that they're being given here as Aussie Rooster tries to find a way past Grahamid Ali. Although we were saying earlier, Grahamid Ali is not the easiest of guys to get by just lately. But you just don't want to take your eyes off these guys, do we? Let's jump on board with Vane, shall we? As we come down the hill into turn 8. Sorry, Paul, you were going to say?
No, I'll just notice, Mark, as you just going on board, have a look at the fuel. The fuel's now starting to... Oh, hang on.
Oh, it is, yes. Oh, he's got himself a bit out of sorts as Vane. Lost a couple of places there out of turn 9, so didn't quite get that one right, did he? Probably the extra weight of having me sat in there with him put him off. But you're right, it is the fuel, and we're on lap 10.
I was fixated on the fuel levels there, and I knew it was going to be close, but I wasn't going to say nothing. But yeah, with 1 lap left, or 1.5 really, these guys going to do.
This is it is going to be a tough one, isn't it? Maybe they've got a little bit of fuel saving to do. They are not quite finished this lap yet. So let's go back up to the top then and see how Nordy's. Well, Nordy is okay. He's looked after his fuel, and well, he's had the opportunity.
Okay. Yeah.
Keyboard. Now then, the fuel light is on. Now then, flashing fuel light is usually, is it 1 or 1.3 laps or something like that, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what the.
I think
what the number is.
I think Keyboard's going to be okay. Actually, I think to be fair, most of them will.
These top ones are okay, but there's a couple there that didn't look like they had a great deal left, which was a bit concerning.
Oh, now then, our first penalty of the day. I've just noticed somebody at the back there has got a penalty. It's Pete.
Oh. How did you get a penalty in these conditions?
It must have been through the chicane. He must have cut just a little bit too much out of the chicane. But that is the first penalty we've seen all day, as everybody goes across the start-finish line. I mean, to be fair, if you look at the map at the top right, they are all pretty close together, as Pete really does push the track limits. But you don't often see that in race 2, how close they are together. This is fantastic stuff. I don't really know where to look next. There are just battles going on all over the place.
I think we're just going to have to skip through them all, Mark, if I'm honest.
It is so tight all the way through. The only person that's not involved in a battle at the minute is Nordy, who is out in front, who has absolutely controlled this race. We've got Keyboard Captain in second. He's looking good for a podium. Then we've got Coy. He's managed to open up a bit of a gap now back to the guys behind, but I'm not surprised with the battles that's going on. Sideways George still sitting in fourth. I'm trying to keep my eye on Nordy because we want to catch him crossing the line this time. Stealth in fifth. Then we've got Grahamid in sixth with Aussie
I'll
in
keep an eye on
seventh.
him, Mark. You carry on.
We've got Mystic Clegg in eighth. Seamus ninth and Pete in 10th, and they're all so close to each other, but no real battles taking place at the minute as we're just following Grahamid and Aussie Rooster as they go into Spoon for the final time. And we're going to go back up now to Nordy.
Coming out to the back. Yeah.
As Nordy climbs the hill towards 130R for the final time in this very wet second race here in Tokyo. So just keep it on the grey stuff, Nordy. Keyboard Captain has caught up, but I'm not surprised. Nordy's just took his time. I don't blame him. He just wants to get to the end of the race in one piece under these conditions. Right, so nice. A fantastic race from Nordy, a well-deserved win. Nice. Led almost from the start, didn't he? And never looked back. So well done to Nordy. Keyboard Captain, brilliant stuff from him. And Koi Carpet's going to come around with no fuel to make up the podium. Sideways finishes fourth. Stealth fifth. Then we've got Aussie in sixth. Seamus across the line in seventh. Pete is eighth. Grahamid ninth. Or is he? Yes, they're all...
He's run out of fuel.
They've run out of fuel. And so is Mystic Clegg. What a shame. What a shame for those guys. So it's about 40, not 50 miles an hour as Grahamid crosses the line. What a shame to end the race on an empty tank. But I suppose if they'd have pitted...
Just ending the race is a bonus, I guess. Mate,
yeah, I'm going to say if they'd have pitted, they'd have come in last anyway, wouldn't they? But you know what, Paul? I've got to say, that was fantastic stuff from these guys. In these conditions, that I really enjoyed that. Well done to everybody on that track. So, brilliant stuff. Thank you to Paul again for joining me. I really enjoy having you here and doing these comms. Next week, we have the first endurance race, which is going to be Andy saying thanks. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Next week, yes, as I was saying, the first endurance race, which I believe is at Trial Mountain. So,
yes.
Over in America, so I very much doubt we're going to get any rain there. So that should be some good stuff. So yeah, just the one race. It's the endurance. All three compounds of tyres are to be used, so plenty of pit stops. It is going to be fun. A great track, actually. I like Trial Mountain. It's going to be great. So all that remains for me today, again, thank you to Paul for joining me.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah, good tonight. Thank you.
Thanks for everybody else joining. If you do like these races, then please hit that like button. And we will catch you next week for round 6, and I'll bring you the league tables as well. So thanks.